you can put, like, business cards.
Okay.
And any kind of little flyers. And they even gave us a whole envelope of cards and everything. And we can do brochures and just any size and everything. But and then we insert that, and we mail out 1,000 of these doggy bags to the gated communities mostly, because we can't go in and do the door hangers there. So we do that mostly at Pecan, Decadova, Water's Edge, places like that, Mallard Point, because the ranchettes is a little far to walk and everything.
Yeah, that is a long ways to walk. So
I'm going to ask a dumb question here. Let me interrupt just a second.
Okay.
Why do you call them door hangers, and how do you hang them on a door?
Well, what we do up
I'm
here,
looking for a place to hang them over a knob or something. But
we punch a hole in the corner here, and we loop a rubber band.
Okay.
And then we put the rubber band over the doors, because the door knobs are different size and shapes
you never
nowadays.
know, yeah. Okay.
And at the wind blowing, it won't blow it off. Used to, the old door hangers had the hole in the middle, and you just stuck it on there, and half the time they were in the yard and everything. So we don't want to do that and everything. Yeah. But we do 5,000 of these every month. And then we take them to Acton, Granbury, down 144, Highway 51, like Laguna Trace, Laguna Vista, Spanish Trails areas and stuff like that.
So you've got a very targeted but yet diverse market, so you're hitting all the different communities in and around Granbury.
Yeah. So, and there for 5,000, there's a lot of homes and everything. Now we do go ahead, and the reason why this one has the top cut off instead of Super Saver, we do have a few extras that we print, and we cut that top off, and we leave those at the 10 hotels here. And that way, if they want to, go and shop in any of these places, and we're going to have more restaurants in there too and everything. So
that's pretty neat. I'm sorry, I keep jumping in here, but that's really quality printing. I mean, that's a nice looking.
Well, we have Nancy at Imagination Station. She's just across the street here. She does our typesetting, and she's very picky.
That's good.
It is. It's a quality looking piece. It really is.
And Dallas actually prints it on a 100-pound cardstock and everything. And we get different ads every month, and it comes out monthly. And this comes out, we do 1,000 mail-outs monthly. But it takes about 4 months to repeat a neighborhood, because we do 2 routes. Most routes are 500 homes, and we do bulk mailing on that, saturated bulk mailing.
But that's really nice, and I think it's a really nice extra feature for people that are in town to have some of the local businesses highlighted here about their coupons or their special or their restaurant menu or something for the people that are guests here too. I mean, that's a really nice addition.
Yeah, and we also have a website now. It's worldstageads.com, and they can go to it, and each month we update who's in there. And if they have a website, we just put their picture on our website, and they click on it, it goes to their website also. And everything. So.
Well, I remember when you first came in the chamber office a long time ago, and this has been fantastic for the community. And I'm so thrilled for you to celebrate your anniversary this month. But you have a lot of experience doing this. Tell the audience a little bit about your marketing and your background.
Yeah, I've been in it off and on for like 20 years, actually. I actually started out with KPAR Radio, which is down the road on 51. I think it's KPIR now.
KPIR now.
Yeah, and but it was KPAR when I was there selling ads. And then I had switched over to actually selling Valpak advertising, which is a nationwide company. And then when I was living up in Fort Worth for just a few years, we moved to Fort Worth and then we moved back to Granbury. And so I sold Thrifty Nickel there. But here I had for 8 years, about 15 years ago, I had an advertising company called Loose Leaf Advertising. And we started out with the door hangers, but what it was the clear plastic bags that had the hole at the top.
Yep, I remember
and
those.
we looped them over the door that way. That way people could put like their materials like this, any size shape, and in there. But then my daughter-in-law was pregnant at the time, and she says, "Can we do something else?" She didn't want to keep on walking, and that's how we did the loose leaf advertising. We started putting it in the envelopes.
Well, I think that's a great idea, and it solved a problem for you, but it created something new. That's a really great quality product. I really like what you've done there.
With the little,
I think it's really neat.
Thanks. With the little door doggy bag, that's actually over 20 years old.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's my sister started up in Fort Worth,
Okay.
and she had like 10 cities, the Colleyville, Grapevine, HEB, those areas, and so she had 10 cities that she did that in. And so she retired and moved to the coast over the Galveston. And I thought, well, maybe I'll start it here again, And since I'm not, because I sold loose leaf advertising years ago, and so I started it here last year. And my sister in Virginia, Fredericksburg, Virginia, actually is doing the doggy bags there too.
That's great.
And everything.
You started a new trend, or continued a trend that someone else started. That's wonderful.
Yeah, she's in business for over 20 years up there. So and so it's not a new idea and everything. And she even had, different, you have to kind of like have gimmicks, like this here being a bag. If it's an envelope or a card, people just toss it. They'll go, yeah, what is that? Because it's kind of thick and everything. And even my sister, for a business card, a lot of times she would give a person a business card, they'll just throw it in a trash can, But she would take these little envelopes that's kind of like you put money in for a Sunday school class.
Oh, yes.
And they're about the size of a business card, and she'll have a printer print her business card on it, information. And then from Austin, you can get free bluebonnet seeds. And she would put a scoop of bluebonnet seeds in there. So she said that people won't throw away bluebonnet seeds, but so they'll keep her business card.
I like that. That's a good idea, too. So
Yeah.
for the local businesses here, it sounds like a really great value to advertise. So how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, I belong to the chamber.
You do?
And I'm called the doggy bag lady.
I know, but I like that. It's just like Leon with his bucket. I mean, it's something you really remember that sticks with you, and that's good.
Yeah, and of course our telephone number's at the top of the Super Saver door hangers, and then we also have our telephone number at the envelope here, the bag here. And so you can get us there, and then I'm listed in the telephone book.
And your new website.
And my website, yeah, worldstageads.com.
And the name is because, pardon me, because your company is the world is a stage, or World Stage Advertising is the name of your company? Is
yes,
that right?
that's my legal name.
Okay.
And I had that for like 12 years now. And the reason why I picked that name out 12 years ago is because I was actually wanting to do advertising on the web, where because my daughter was getting married and she wanted a 3-string orchestra. And I go, okay, where do you find that?
Yeah.
And because entertainers don't advertise; it's word of mouth mostly.
It is.
And I thought, 12 years ago or so, I'd maybe do a website and advertise on billboards and TV and stuff like that, where you just click in on that website. If you want a stilt walker or a juggler or a clown or, whatever, they would have their advertising on there. But I haven't done that yet.
So you've got it on your list.
That's your next project.
So that's the reason why it's such an odd name.
No, but I like that, and I really like this doggy bag area, and I think it's a really great niche for especially the small businesses or the restaurants and stuff, and for the tourists. Putting in the hotels is awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, it tells more about what we have here to offer.
Well, like when I advertised with Valpak, we would go through some classes, to kind of, because we had to actually put the ad together and everything. You know how those, the blue line little papers where you had to line it up and all that kind of stuff. And so they would teach us how to do the ad. And like they say, the best thing to do, instead of saying 50% off, the first thing we're supposed to say is free. So if you put, buy one, get one free instead of 50% off, which is exactly the same thing.
It is.
They catch their eye. And an average person looks at an ad 10 seconds. So if you don't catch their eye in 10 seconds, you've lost them already. And that's the reason why these ads being so bold and colorful is one thing, too.
So can you help the business if they call up and they want to do some advertising, either on the door hanger or in the bag? Can you kind of help them lay something out if they need some help? Designing.
Yeah, Nancy's real good about it too, because she's been typesetting for years, and so she'll even put different colored backgrounds like this here. All he had was just do that, and she just thought silver and gold just kind of make the background look different and everything. So she's very professional, so she can help you out, and I can kind of suggest some things and everything too. So, but also, as for advertising, you really need to spread your advertising around. Don't put it in just one place.
It's true.
Mrs. Smith might get the paper, Mrs. Jones might not. Mrs. Jones might get this, but and stuff like that. And somebody might be driving through town that sees the billboard, but they don't see the telephone book.
That's true.
So
That's true.
instead of getting a full page this and 100% that, you need to split your cost up
Diversify a little
and
bit.
cut it out several ways.
Yep.
So why don't you do you have do you want people to go to your website, or you want to give out your phone number too?
Oh yeah, I can have my phone number mostly.
So go give the audience your phone number so they can give you a call for more information too.
Okay, it's 817-279-0848, and it's in the telephone book. It's actually underneath, I believe, La Honta Moses.
Okay.
Moses.
Well, and you can get that number at the chamber office too. So if you miss the number, we're going to have that on the screen. We'll have the website on the screen too. So if you miss that information and you can't remember where else to get, you can call the chamber or visit her new website, worldstageads.com. And it sounds like a great thing for the area businesses, and I'm glad to have you in the chamber. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Yeah.
So, and thank you for giving us.
I even had a man yesterday call me because what he did, he used one of the coupons down here and cut it off, And so he still saw the telephone number at the top here. Mm-hmm. So he called me. He says, "Do you have that lady's telephone number? I need to use her again."
And see, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary. And if you need some help doing some advertising, give Marsha a call. She'll be glad to help you out. And it's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks a lot.
You're
Ben.
welcome. We'll have you back soon.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.